Indian market is full of brave ideas, but only good things prove that even in the small market, big brands can be built. Today, we're joined by founder Chirag Taylor to explore the mindset, the mistakes, and the magic behind creating the fragrance label that's capturing national attention.
How are you, Chirag, today?
To be very honest, excited, but a bit of nervous too, as I'm just doing this for the first time.
Oh, that's great.
But yeah, let it begin.
Yeah, absolutely. So first of all, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here, and thank you so much for giving us an opportunity and doing this for us.
Pleasure.
Because it's not just you giving us an opportunity, it's for us an opportunity to showcase what we can do as well for people and showcase a story such as only good things, the people themselves. So starting with the first, right? I've read somewhere that most people think perfume is just a smell. Founders like you see it as a memory, an identity, and a risk taking as well. So when someone sprays OGT, right, perfume for the first time, what do you want them to feel that exact moment?
Well, the first, I would start with the word that anyone who sprays OGT, the first word should be wow. Different. So that is what the experience that we want to create in the market and give a bit of different fragrance in the market so that people would easier.
Yeah.
It's not, how that there are so many perfumes in the market which are so expensive.
Yes.
And that is what we want, that people should realize that perfumes actually are not that expensive, but it is just the way how you look at it, and this is what we want to try and bring in the market, that everyone can buy it.
No, that's amazing. And I think it is very wonderful way that you've actually put it through, is that people that who sprays on, you want to make them feel wow. And that wow factor, that's all what the perfume is all about usually, is right? But before we can get into the business and the bottle side of things, who is Chirag away from the brand?
One word I can tell is I love creativity. So from the time, back in the days when we were young and everything, I would love to explore things on my own. I mean, do a bit different.
Yes.
So this was not our field. It was just a passion. I loved perfume from back when I was very young. But, sometimes somewhere those days you don't have that much amount of spendings.
Yes.
But that's okay. But then this is the time now when what we have developed now is just out of passion.
Yes, that's correct. And other than the passion that drives you, if you take this away, you did not have money. But if we wanted to say, two statements about who is Chirag, what does he do other than OGT? What is Chirag?
A calm person, a relaxed person. I love traveling.
Oh, that's good.
And while we are going through, I might tell you how did this came up.
Okay.
And it was because of
Absolutely.
traveling. Yeah, so I love to travel. I love to make new things.
That's great.
And be with my family.
That's 100%.
So yeah, that is all about me. And I have done a lot of things. I mean, in my life, in terms of, you can tell business, you can tell, sports or whatever. Yeah. So I love sports as well.
Oh, that's good. We'll talk about it, that's for sure, because I'm a sportsman myself, and we'll definitely talk about it. But in having said that, only good things, it's not just a name, it's not just a promise that you deliver. There's a personal story behind it, behind OGT. What is that personal story?
You mean, how did we get into these things?
Yes.
Okay, so as I said, I love perfumes.
Yeah.
So, and I said I love traveling. So these both the things has got a connection. So it was me and my brother. Again, when I say sports, it has something to do with sports as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's
So it was me and my younger brother, Karthik. He's not here today.
Yeah.
So we both were traveling to London, UK. And why we were traveling was to watch Cricket World Cup.
Wow.
And it was India, Pakistan and all the stuff. And so it was really exciting.
Yeah.
So, but outside the game, we watched the game, and you would love to explore when you're going to a new city, new country. So we were in London.
Yeah.
We were in Oxford Street Central. We were just roaming around, traveling, looking at, and that particular place, we went to a couple of stores. One was Joe Malone, one was Selfridges, which is very famous for perfumes. We bought few perfumes, but then we also what we see, oh, this is an industry that back in our country we should start to do something about it. Because the perfumes, they are designer perfumes, they are niche perfumes. What we saw there was all niche perfumery. And it is big difference between the designer perfumes and the niche perfumeries. You'll see very less in the market, but they are very niche, which we didn't heard about it. Ouds.
Yeah.
Back in those days when we went there, we hardly see ouds over here.
Yes, I definitely resonate with that.
Yeah. So it all started from that particular travel in London, where we thought that we should start and explore. And then we came back here, thought of some different how should we do it, how what not, got a name, which was the idea behind OGT, which is only good things, was create different unique things. So we started off with something else, but the idea was to be in this fragrance industry.
Okay, fair enough.
And we started those things. So I personally did a lot of experimentations behind. When perfume came after, we only started with candles first.
Okay, fair enough.
So lot of experiments, did come some courses as well. And yeah.
So tell me, between exploring the moment when you were on that street, buying those couple of perfumes, Jo Malone and the other ones, towards starting something in the fragrance industry, was there a moment in between where you said, you know what, rather than doing it someday, we're going to do it now, and this is actually the day? Was there any kind of a moment that made it happen, or how did it come across?
It was that particular moment when when I say Jo Malone, we went there. A candle was costing $100, $150. A perfume was around $300. So all those things were so expensive at that time. You can buy, but then sometimes if you see this product, oh, why do I spend
so much money
for this thing? And that was the moment that clicked and took us. I think we should go back and then start something on these lines.
Interesting. That's really interesting. And because you talk about the only good things, and I was reading through the website as well, the information that you've made it relevant for people to look into. Your brand talks like a family store. Passion meets fragrance, family owned. What did those family conversations sound like when you first brought the idea with your brother?
As I said, we were together. And then I started discussing with him that how about, we start something like this. And we always would love to do new things.
Yes.
Once one is done, next. Now what's next? So that was the picture behind. Now, okay, we have done so much. Now this is the area, this is something which is clicked. Why shouldn't we give it a try? And he said, yes, if you are keen into it, it's your industry, you know exactly what to do. I know you love perfumes. I'm with you. And that is how our family business is. Like anyone, if he says he wants to do something, I'm always with him.
Absolutely.
So it is the love and everything in the family that we do it together, and that makes it more stronger.
Well, that's great to have just the support and the back end that you need from the family, that might go ahead, do it. I'm standing here with you to do it. And I think that resonates quite well how you've put it into family owned business, because it's just not yourself, but it's a family supporting you for the same kind of business.
It is.
But if you go back in time, the original days that you've got, what scared you in those early days? Because wasting money on something that may or may not work, right? And people were not taking a fragrance brand in New Zealand that seriously as well.
True. This basically came just after COVID. So the market here, after COVID, everyone knows about it. How, it was up and down. There was no surety. There was so uncertainty of anyone starting a new business.
Yes.
So that was a big risk, even for us, to get started with something like this, which we have not done it before. It was very new. So there were a lot of experiment that we have to do from our side, investing a bit of money.
Absolutely.
And we didn't know basically whether it will work out or not. It might work, it might not work. So there was a risk, yeah. Especially as I said, after COVID, there was so much uncertainty.
No, so how did you manage that risk in terms of, because money is always going to be a problem, some shape or form. How did you guys manage that risk or mitigate that risk to get into, yes, there is an issue. Yes, the New Zealand market is not that big on perfume. We all know that. But still, manage to get into that vertical and see if we can get some success.
We started off small, basically, because we knew that if you want to try and check the market, we just cannot go straight away, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
You have to start a bit on a smaller scale, which we tried. We started off with around 10 fragrances, which we played around. Basically, it was just not that we just got this and started doing it.
Of course.
It was a lot of other samplings that we did, and we started with a small thing. Got the website done, slowly we built the product. And to be very honest, it didn't pick up really well at the start. It was challenging.
Exactly.
So that was the risk. But saying that, we didn't stop.
That's good as well.
We didn't stop. We thought that yes, give it a try. We should give it a try for another year and see how we are placed after a year. And then we tried exploring new products into the market. We started off with, as I say, candles, room sprays and stuff. And then slowly, there was a time I knew on my back end that at the end, I want to come
to the perfume side.
To the perfume side. But it was early days for us to start, because you need to know a lot about fragrance industry.
Yes.
You need to know the notes, you need to know the product, you need to know what will,
work,
what will work, what will not work, and all those kind of mixed things. So it had a mixed feeling, but we started on.
No, that's amazing that how you went through the journey of the perfume industry. And it was, building a brand is never that easy in saturated market or saturated environment or category pretty much. And I've seen a lot, but perfume shelves are crowded, but very few brands are remembered by the name, right? Why did you still choose perfume fragrance, or knowing how crowded and competitive the space is, still you went ahead?
As I said, different perfumes.
Yes.
You go anywhere in the market, what you will get is known perfumes, basically. But when there are so many niche perfumeries which is not still available in the market in New Zealand. So what we wanted to do from our side was bring those things over here and try to create a different platform, fragrance notes and everything. So we do all our own blendings as well, and we do all impressions as well.
Yeah.
We can talk about it for a very long time about impressions, which I can, keep going and on and on, because of a lot of research that has been done.
Yeah,
so that was the thing, basically, what we thought that, yes, there are niche, there are that particular products that we wanted here to bring in the market and let the people hear that where are we standing in terms of what perfumes that are worn now globally.
Enough. And that was the reason why you got them in. Interesting. That's a great story. But there's another word. I was exploring your website, and you position OGT as an affordable luxury, but luxury is built on scarcity, craftsmanship, heritage, not accessibility. Right. So how do you define the word luxury without diluting its meaning?
See, it comes back to the start point where I said, see, the basic thing is luxury when it comes to affordability. I shouldn't name any company or any brand or something like that, but there are perfumes in the market which are $800 a bottle. Now, that $800 a bottle, not everyone will go and straight away buy it or afford it, say, for example. But that same $800 bottles, we can recreate that and bring it in the market for $60 and $70. Now that $60, $70, anyone can afford it. People can buy it. And we try to create those fragrances in this price range so everyone can try and experience and get that luxury in affordable range.
Okay. But how do you still sustain and say it's a luxury for them then?
It is because you need to give educate, a bit of knowledge that needs to be pushed in the market about people who are into this perfume industries. For them, it's straight away, they will know. But say, for example, who are not into this perfume industries. So that is something that we do to let people know that what this product is. What you can get a luxury which is not.
If it is something you know that it's not being done in a good way, try avoiding it, which you did recently. So yeah, we were talking about the luxury side of things, right? Was there a moment where you thought maybe we should just play it safe, and what made you ignore that voice?
No. Basically, we didn't really thought of we should play it safe because that was a challenge. To be very honest, this was a challenge for us to create something like this. So yes, we never thought of playing it safe, but we wanted to bring this in the market.
Yeah.
And take the challenge.
Yeah.
See what people feels about it. See, there was a time we were so scared.
Yes.
Like, okay, what will be the response? What will people feel about it? We're bringing this here. People will buy, spray, and then we were a bit scared about that negativity or something on those lines. Will people love it? People not love it. Price range was fine because that we kept it safe. That you can tell that we kept it safe. But it was the product that we were a bit scared. But it played off. It worked out well, and what we got is all positivity.
That's great, and I think that is what only good things means as well,
exactly.
Right? The
Positivity.
And if we go towards more of a creative side, because we can see it's a bit more creative angle that you guys, and you said you are in the love of creativity always, since it's your passion, right? So talking about creativity, in a country where it's known for its wine, you went and turned wine into a fragrance. Now that's a flex, right? How did the collaboration with Known Unknown Wines actually start?
That is a very good question. And that is something which I love it. Someone, organically, social media, when you follow someone or you see something, I got a message from Known Unknown. He said, how about, are you interested in collaborating with us? I said, okay, fine. I didn't know exactly what his plans or his thoughts were. So I said, okay, I replied, and then we said, okay, what exactly do you mean by collaboration?
Yeah.
There might be something, giveaways. Maybe he wanted something. I initially thought that buy 2 wines and you can offer you a perfume, something on those lines. But then both of us kept talking. How should we do this? And we came up with an idea. How about we create a perfume which relates to wine? Something on those lines, which has got a bit of those notes, bit of those syrah, bit of that rosé kind of thing. Let's work something on those area. It was a challenge, to be very honest. I didn't know how would we do that. Me and Karthik, even he said, how, I said, see, that's the challenge. And something like that thing, I said, let us give it a try. And we kept talking, we created samples for them. And it's all started with that particular samples. Basically, I started mixing things, how it's done basically. So we created a lot of few samples within us first.
Yeah.
So we checked, okay, now let's see, play around how it is done, how it will reflect. Because you have to keep it for a while. You just cannot do things and So you keep it for a while. We said, okay, now let us give this a try and see what notes have developed.
Yeah.
So we created a lot of samples, then we filtered out. We came up with, we sent 4 samples.
Yeah.
And out of that 4, then it was not done. Out of that, he wanted a bit of different, a rosé kind of thing.
Okay.
And then we thought, okay, no problem, we can do that again. So we tried, developed, out of those 4, from one of those, we developed a new one.
Oh.
And then we back again, send those samples back to them, and then they agreed, wow, this is awesome. Yeah. And that is what we wanted to hear.
Oh, interesting.
And then we got that collaboration done.
Yeah. It's easy to say the hardest part for you is to figure out how to match the flavor of the wine to the notes of the fragrance.
Yeah.
Right. That was amazing. But tell me about this thing, right? When you do a lot of collabs like these, or like with wineries or with musicians as well, you've done a little bit of a giveaway for motion trials, and you also give it a couple of models to showcase in the marketing kind of technique. How do you decide? Is it for brand building, or is it just a noise?
Both, basically. It is, first of all, yes, it is for brand building, because that is why we came in the market, that we want to create a brand which can give a lot to the community. And the name, what it says, only good things, and we wanted the name, what it says, only good things, to be good things. So the first thing, yes, it was a brand image, so we don't want our brand image to go, we just always want to tick it on the higher side.
Yeah.
So the first thing is brand image, yes. And then there should be a noise, because that noise reflects the brand as well.
But does great marketing risks kind of overshadow the product, do you think?
No. Because what we have done is we have not overdone things.
Yes.
So we have kept it but simple. We have kept it a bit quieter, and we have not gone
haywire.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And in talking about that marketing side of things, when we talk about perfume, ensures that you kind of you're just not selling the vibe, but you're also selling the value of the product as well. So what is in that marketing strategy that you ensure that it's about the value that you deliver rather than just a vibe?
Yes, as I said, we want to keep it simple. So yes, there are certain areas that we try and market. It's just not price factor as well, but it's also the knowledge about perfumes, what exactly that product is.
Yes.
So we try and push that in the market so that people can know about exactly what this perfume is or how it's done. So sometimes behind the scenes, it's not easy.
Yeah.
A lot of hard work has gone through. Right? So we try to create a story and push it in the market so that people should exactly know what we have done or what we are trying to focus and give it in the market.
That's great as well. And I was going through the social media, TikTok and all that information just to come here and get a bit of research done. And I started connecting dots. And when you start connecting dots about how things move, I understand that there is this fragrance industries are working a bit more different than any SaaS or IT side of things. But you're not selling liquid. You're selling confidence, nostalgia, and I remember you moments as well, right? So your caption talks about quiet evenings, rituals, endless love. How intentional is that emotional language? Is it just a marketing skill?
No, it's not marketing skill. It's my love for the perfume, I can tell. So it's an experience basically. See, anyone who loves perfumes or any fragrance, you carry it with you. So it's a whole experience that feel, even while I'm talking to you now, see, there is a goosebump because it is love for the perfume. It is the fragrance that people will love. It's the moment, the time that anywhere you go. Say for example, if you're wearing a good fragrance note or a good perfume, once you're gone, that other person who's sitting with you, he might talk. Oh, what were you wearing? It was so wonderful. So the whole experience of wearing a good perfume is pure love.
That's good. And I think it is, you can see the passion behind that you've, driven towards this as well. But, talk about the while that, what has surprised you the most, is it more about TikTok impact on sales or is it more Instagram impact on the brand?
It is more Instagram impact on the brand.
Why do you say so?
TikTok basically is different. To be very honest, we don't create a lot of content based on TikTok.
Yeah.
We do mostly on Instagram.
Yes.
And that is the reason I say that yes, Instagram has created an impact. And it's the people who has shown that positivity and given us good feedback which has motivated us. We do get good feedbacks on Instagram as well. I mean, people send us messages and things. Oh, this the perfume that we bought from you was spot on, was bang on, was nice. So all those good feedback that we have got, that has motivated us a lot.
Yeah. And when you see, you have a stronger wedding scent in the wild, do you feel proud there, or does your brain say that, you still need to have to swim a little bit more over there?
Always little bit more. Always little bit more. Yeah, I just cannot stop with that.
Okay.
It's always little bit more that I want to give it back. I want to create a new one. I want to do these things. So it's always more.
That's good. And I think it should be that way. Even if I relate that conversation with what I'm doing right now, it's always 24/7 thinking on your mind, and you always, what else can I do better that can make it better? It's always about that. And I think it is a good if you are driven by passion onto any of your brands.
Definitely.
And I think this is out of passion, and it can be totally resembled to what you guys are doing in the market as well. But moving towards a bit of a challenging side of the of the OGT, right? Fragrance is in May. People are spraying your experiment directly onto their skin. What was the biggest risk you took with this scent? Where you unsure that whether the market is ready for this or not?
Yes, to be very honest, it was challenging. We were thinking about all these things, all these areas as well, how safe it is. Or, what will people, and we had questions. It's not that we didn't have those questions as well, but we try and source our products which are already tested in the market, already tested on the skin. And the product that we source is all grade A quality. So see, perfumes basically are made with oils, alcohol, all those kind of things, right? So we try and source that grade A. Even the alcohol that we source is all food grade alcohol, so people can drink it. So skin safe. So that it is a skin safe product. And all the oils that our suppliers, whoever we bring it, are all tested. So we first thing is we take care about the quality of the product. We just don't want to push it in the market saying make it a lesser value or cheaper. Nah, that's not what we want to do. Because as I said, we want that brand image in the market as well. We don't want to go and push products which are not safer.
And you talked about a bit before and earlier in the conversation. You talked about how you're creating the perfume which people the affordable luxury topic, right?
Yeah.
That's what you're creating. And if we talk about that affordable luxury, there's always going to be a conversation or customer talking about your perfume are much more for dupes of the expensive brands.
Yeah.
How do you respectfully respond to them?
There might be. We had a question. We had once. I can share a story about it. Right? We had a small pop-up store.
Yeah.
Where people were loving it basically.
Okay.
But we had couple of customers who came in. Are you trying to kill the market of the brands which are already in the market, and you're trying to create dupes of that? But that were out of those 100 or 200 customers that we got, those were the 2 or 3 or couple of questions or those kind of questions that we got. But we thought about that 190 people who were loving it. So it's not that we're not trying to kill the market. There are people who will still stick on to those particular brands or that perfumery who will buy it. But we're trying to give those people an experience. Even buy this. If you like it, then go on. You can always go for a further option. So that is just a thing which we are trying to give it in the market.
But then, towards your example itself, did you at that point when that people talk to you about becoming or producing dupes, what did you say to them?
See, straight away, sometimes it is a setback.
It is.
You feel that,
Absolutely.
But as I said, we didn't want it to stop with something like that. There are thousands of companies doing this. It's just not us. And at the same time, we are creating our own blends too,
Mm-hmm.
which is working really well now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just not the dupes,
Mm-hmm.
but we are creating our own blendings too.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, it is all an experiment. We didn't know anything about this. It was just love, and then those experiments worked out. So yes, it was a setback for us. It was a bit of scared.
Mm-hmm.
Like things like this can happen, but then as I said, we just wanted to move on,
Mm-hmm.
thinking the positive side of it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you're selling something like this, one of the things that you talked about is the affordability of this brand, right? You want people to afford easily and the niche brands in the market. So my question is, are you selling affordability or aspiration? What does a brand draw, or when does a brand draw an ethical line?
It's just not affordability.
Mm-hmm.
As I said to you before as well, it is the love for the fragrance or the experience of that perfume that we wanted to bring it into market. So it's just not, yes, affordability is there, but at the same time we also want a good product, a good thing, a good perfume, a good fragrance that should be brought in the market.
That's great. And you spoke about a lot of people who attended your pop-up store as well, right? If you talk about that, it is a segment of the market where they default to the safest option, which is one of the biggest brand. I mean, they can buy a bigger brand, as you said.
Yeah.
This is the safest option they want to go to. So how do you earn someone's trust, for your first bottle to be sold to somebody who's always using safest brand?
It's a good question. First bottle, I don't remember exactly who was the customer, but then first of all, we tried and pushed it within friends and family to just try.
Yeah.
So try and see what are their feelings, what are their thoughts, and that is how we got some negativity as well. We got positivity as well. But that negativity, that is what we wanted basically, so that we can improve on that.
Yes.
And that is how we got a few negative. I mean, I shouldn't be telling negative, but
It's a feedback.
A feedback, yeah, a feedback that how do we improve on that, and we worked on again. So it took us around quite a good amount of time to get started with the first sale or that second sale or that pushing in the market. I mean, a consistency. It took a while.
Yeah.
But yes, it was a great feeling once we got the ball rolling.
No, that's exactly. And this is one of the story about the first customer. But if given it in general, right, not just the first customer, but any customer that comes in who's always using a brand like me, a brand like anybody in the market, or example like myself, I always choose myself to go to the safest brands, right?
Yeah.
What is, or how do you create that environment of trust for somebody like me or anybody in the person in the market who is always using a good brand?
See, it is not that trust is there, but how do we get the trust? I mean, from the customer is repeats. I mean,
Yes.
Once a customer has bought the bottle, so it's not, we don't want a customer to stop there. Once we see that is a customer is a repeat, second order, third order, fourth order. Now that is where we think, yes, this is working, and this is people is loving it, and that is what motivates us as well.
True.
So now to start, it was the start.
Yeah.
So it took a while, but at this stage, if I tell where I am now, yes, we have got customers who's just not once, twice, thrice, more than 50 times. I mean, we have got few customers who already ordered 40, 50 times from us. So that is the motivation.
The trust is there.
The
trust is there. It's just people need to start looking at that trust from a different angle.
Exactly.
Oh, that's interesting. And you spoke a lot about the perfume industry, how you started, talked about a bit of challenges here and there, and a bit of fear here and there. If you wanted to put it out, what are the 3 hardest parts of building a perfume brand, specifically in New Zealand?
How do I put that? basically the first thing is the trust that you need from your customers. Second is in New Zealand here, basically the biggest challenge for us was product sourcing. That is the hardest part. Even if you have to search a lot, you still can't get it. Getting the product from overseas, even that's not easy. The freights, the cost of that particular segment just goes way higher. So that was a bit of more challenge for us. So basically those challenges, yes, it is in the market. I mean, it's not easy to just create sourcing the products from here, just not blended, mixing, and it's done. It is a lot involved in it.
100%. And for a new founder in New Zealand, thinking about starting a brand in general, what do they underestimate the most?
Believe in yourself. That is one thing which I would like. Believe in yourself. Don't stop. You have to keep pushing it for a while, and you will get that result. So yes, it is how we have done it. I would love to see a lot of other people. It's just you have to get something. You have to have your trust in you. Start, but don't stop. It will take time, but eventually we will get there. It is just the hard work that you have to put in it.
Interesting that you say that. I'll share a short story. I was yesterday's guest when I asked more of a similar sort of question. He said there's a question at the end where I usually ask about, and I will ask you as well. I won't share that question, but the answer to that question was dream. If you don't dream,
100%.
and I think belief resonates quite well with dreaming as well. You dreamt of that idea way back when you were in UK. You brought that dream with you, and you started believing that idea. And when you start believing that idea, it translates into a business opportunity and a passion-driven business.
100%.
Fantastic. And is there anything about New Zealand market that you actually works in your favor as a niche fragrance brand?
Awareness. I mean, the educate. As I said you before as well. At those times when we wanted to start, they were all basically the notes and the perfumes that was used in that particular countries, or is Middle Eastern kind of. If you see that whole Europe was not available in New Zealand. So that awareness that now people are accepting it, it is good to see. Basically, it's not just us, but it is overall.
So the education plays a bigger role in terms of educating the people coming through, understanding the brand, understanding the fragrance industry. Interesting. That's interesting. And has the building this brand changed the way you see yourself, not as a business owner, but as a person?
No. I will love to be myself as I am, from where I was and where I am or where I will be.
That's great. That's great. And what's the belief about the success you held in the early days that you no longer have now?
Family support, for sure.
Does that mean that you don't have it? Or
no, I do have it.
You do have it. But do you have anything about, a belief about success, you had it hold in the early days that you no longer have now? Did you thought that, this is success. But now as you grow in the business, you thought, that's not, my success is something else.
It is actually. I'm still not, it's the dream that we thought, or what. The success is, it's never ending. You have to build it up. It is, so you cannot tell that, no, this is what I wanted, it's done. Success is, you just have to keep doing it. Keep doing it. So it is still there. I've got some other dreams as well with these things. So it's still not what we want. And it's still building up. So
Oh, that's good. I mean, you need to keep that on and on. You can't just leave it at one stage and you move on. But that's good that, the earlier thought about the success and then eventually you change the success over the period of time. Because, for me, I may think that success is XYZ when I started this off. But now, over the period of time, it starts
You always want to, keep going.
Keep going. And you want that success measurement changes over the period of time as you move on. Right?
Yes.
Moving towards the last segment of our podcast today. If you had to leave every New Zealand founder listening with one fragrance-inspired lesson about building a business, what would that be?
Can you please?
Yeah, sure. So if you want to leave New Zealand founders who might be listening to this episode of us, and you want to leave a lesson for them, a fragrance-inspired lesson, right? What I mean by that is your business is fragrant. It's all about fragrance.
Yeah.
You want to give an inspiration of a lesson to someone, about building a business, about how you build this OGT. What would that be?
As I said before as well, it is the risk, but at the same time, you have to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
Get that passion out.
Mm-hmm.
Get that. See, you have to start anything if you have got that passion in you. If you don't have that passion in you, it's really hard. So if you have got that passion, believe in yourself and start. Mm-hmm. It's just not starting, but it's just keep going. And you have to give it a push. It's a market. The New Zealand market, as we all know, it's not a big market. It's a small market. So that is a big challenge. But yes, you have to believe in yourself, trust yourself, and with that passion, keep going.
And what was your one scaling secret? Which I always ask every owner, every businessman, every co-founder. What is that one scaling secret, that the mindset that made OGT to go from an idea to the brand that is right now?
I can tell love both of you or passion in you.
Okay. And that you think is the reason that the mindset that because of which the scaling secret, one of the secret behind your brand.
100%.
That's good. And for the future founders listening as well, right? Because there might be people who might be listening to you, as I said earlier before we went live on this or started recording. And there might be people, founder, who might be, kind of sitting on the edge right now, listening to you and thinking, I don't have anything. I don't have money. I don't have any kind of, sourcing options, overthinking about their decision. What's the message you want them to hear today?
See, it's never about, finance. Yes, it is a part, but I can tell it's never about the money. It's never about the money. It is the passion in you. It is the dream that you want, that you can achieve. So believe that you can achieve. So when we started, we started with a very little amount of investment because we don't know, it's a risk, but you have to take the risk. So what I can tell is, at least take the risk and start something which you love doing it. But yes, do something which you love. If you do that, then you will see that success coming.
That's interesting. That's interesting, the take, and I think it resonates quite well for most of the founders I've spoken to, and I think I would like to put that input here as well, that you are pretty much on the similar board as they were. Everybody started with the love and the passion of what they were doing, and second, nobody had money, but everybody started somewhere, and that's the point, right? You have to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. You just can't keep thinking about, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and it's going to work it out.
It is the first step that you have to do.
Yes, it is the first step. People, I think that's the reason why people, it resembles pretty well. Whenever you start anything, there's hundreds and hundreds of people will congratulate you, right? Because you started something. That's the reason why you started, and that's the first step, because out of that 100, 200 people, 180 or 990 people are thinking and not starting.
Exactly.
But the 10 people who started off, those are those people who actually get the congratulations and the big
how it is said, risks to lena padega. Uske alawa kuch nahi hoga. So yes, that is that.
Thank you so much, Raj, for giving us your time.
Thank you so much.
And is there anything that you want to add in the last part before I wrap this up today?
See, as I just one thing that as we started small, we thought about it and we dreamt about it and we started. So it's just, if you have dreamed, start, take that first step, and you will achieve it.
That's good. And I think it is a beautiful way that you said that, if you have a dream, start it, And I think what your brand teaches us is brand doesn't need big budgets. It just needs the brave ideas, the love, the passion. And if you have that love and the passion for the brand that you're going to be starting, that's what you need for the first step as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. And remember, every big idea deserves a chance. Please like, share, and subscribe at Sailing Secrets, and see you for the next episode.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
I
much.
hope you enjoyed.